welcome everyone to Chicago, Illinois. Tonight, we rewind the early 90s for a contest between two of the most exciting teams of that era. The brash and aggressive young Charlotte Hornets taking on the preeminent team in the NBA, the Chicago Bulls.
And the Hornets, a relative newcomer, both the franchise, which was started in 1988, and the players. They led this team to its first ever playoff appearance in '93, making it to the second round.
They look to knock off a team in the Chicago Bulls that we find in the midst of its first championship repeat, a powerhouse ball club if ever you saw one.
And as always, this Bulls team revolves around the Hall of Fame talents of Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen at shooting guard and small forward, respectively.
But if the Hornets are to find an edge in this one, it would have to be on their front line with the athletic and imposing combination of Larry Johnson at power forward and Alonzo Mourning at center. They'll need to have big games if the Hornets are going to win this one.
And as we look at this Bulls team, of course, we mentioned Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen, the 6'2" B.J. Armstrong at point guard. And up front, Horace Grant and their center, Bill Cartwright. The lineup for the Hornets, 5'3" Muggsy Bogues running the show at the point guard. Kendall Gill in at the shooting guard. It's Wingate in at the 3, the small forward. And their talented young front court tandem, Larry Johnson out of UNLV and Alonzo Mourning out of Georgetown. Now, guys, if you were trying to, in a nutshell, describe what made Jordan so special, what would you say?
Well, a lot of attributes. I mean, his competitive spirit, his unique physical gifts. I mean, the guy was a tremendous basketball player. You add on top of that, tremendous athleticism as well. He's a guy who could jump. He was strong. Tremendous drive and focus. I just think it was his combination of basketball skill and athletic excellence.
And the fact that he was just so driven. I mean, you touched on it, Clark, but that guy wanted to win more than anything else in his life. And he approached every single day as a competition. And he drove himself and his teammates so hard that he just elevated everybody to new heights.
And that one goes in, 2 from the line that time.
Well, Michael Jordan, there's not much you can say about him that hasn't already been said. I mean, you won't get much argument naming him the best player of all time. Great athletically and in terms of basketball skills. Some would say the greatest in any sport, 6 titles, and the most decorated player in NBA history. With his blend of length and athleticism, Scottie Pippen was always a fantastic shot blocker.
Chicago on D. Well, Jordan said he didn't believe in a single greatest player. He said that each era had its own greatest player. That the ones that had gone before him had made what he achieved possible.
And I think there's some truth to that, guys, because it's so difficult to compare players of different eras. And yet, I think we'd all agree that Michael was the best. I mean, he was probably the greatest player of all time, and I haven't met many people who would disagree with that.
Grant kicks to Armstrong. They're moving it around. And for 3, Pippen missing again.
You know, from out there, guys, Scottie was never really the best shooter in the world. Less than 33% from three-point range all time.
And those are the kinds of plays right there that got Scottie Pippen named to the all-defensive team in the NBA for 8 consecutive seasons.
Bogues against Armstrong. This one for 3. Good!
You know, guys, that's a shot B.J. Armstrong could always knock down. In one season, 92-93, he led the league in three-point percentage, shooting better than 45% from deep. Muggsy Bogues came into the NBA as the 12th pick of the '87 draft, taken by the Bullets, almost his hometown team given his Baltimore roots. But the Hornets snatched him up in the expansion draft the next year.
And Clark, for a player of his size to last as long as he did in the NBA, 14 years, I mean, that's really saying something. He was such a unique player, an incredible defender, so strong and quick and low to the floor. He'd get underneath you and put a ton of pressure on the ball.
You know, when B.J. Armstrong graduated from Iowa in 1989, he was the Hawkeyes' all-time assist leader with 517.
Pass to Wingate. He passes to Gill. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Jordan is such a skilled defender. I mean, how's this for a stat? In his 3rd year in the league, he had over 200 steals and 100 blocks. First guy ever to do that.
And Pippen gets it to go.
And, you know, as teammates, guys, we used to watch it every day. Jordan and Pippen would push each other so hard. They loved to compete in every single drill, and it really elevated the play of the entire team.
Here's Gill, looking for his first bucket of the game. Here is Wingate, guarded by Pippen. Bogues, good. The Bulls leading by 5. Got a piece of it. Here are the Hornets with the ball, trailing by 5. Armstrong against Gill. He's covered by Armstrong. Gill, the pass to Morning. Shoots over Grant. Morning's shot is good. Morning's got 6. Here comes Michael Jordan. He's covered by Gill. Here's Jordan. Rebounded by Bogues.
Well, at 5'3", Muggsy, still the shortest guy ever to play in the NBA, but he made up for it with speed, toughness, and strength. He was just an incredible defensive player.
And that he was, Steve. I mean, tough as they come. He was raised in inner city Baltimore and actually got the nickname Muggsy because of his physical style growing up. He was trying to mug guys out there on the court.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. So both teams making some changes here. Here's Bennett. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first quarter. He kicks it to Johnson. Bennett the pass to Johnson. Nifty move. Bennett the pass to Newman. Fires the 3. Cartwright using his tremendous length to grab the board. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Bulls out front. They lead by 3.
And I'm just so impressed with the long-range shooting. They have really lit it up from outside.
Yeah, the sharp shooting from deep, a big part of their lead, and they're playing with confidence and shooting it well.
And we'll be back in just a moment. And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter.
And the individual awards for Michael Jordan, just staggering. I mean, staggering. 5-time league MVP, a 14-time All-Star, 9-time first-team All-Defense, and an NBA record 6 Finals MVPs.
Setting the floor for the Hornets. Newman is out there with Johnson. Then there's Gaddison. And there's Bennett. And it's Curry in at the 2 spot. Hornets trail by 3. And for Jordan Clark, you know, he could have had a lot more awards if not for his 2 retirements in the midst of his career. Why do you think, and Steve, let's bring you into, why do you think he needed that time away from the game?
Well, I think he was burned out, Kevin. I mean, you think of the focus on him, the constant scrutiny and attention, and I think he just kind of got worn out from it. He had won 3 titles in a row in Chicago at that point, so he decided to step away, and I think that rejuvenated him because he came back stronger than ever.
And so here is Chicago. The jump hook, and again, no good by Chicago.
It's been a struggle for him offensively tonight, and they'd love to have his production out there.
You know, I'm not big on fancy. Hey, if you can make it happen, make it happen. Effective is what's important.
Doesn't matter how you get the points, right, Clark?
That's right.
As long as you get them, Steve.
Put them in the hole. 2-2-2. Oh! Boy, that dunk got everybody up off their seat.
Oh, they're loving it, aren't they, Steve?
Well, how could they not? I mean, he put the cherry on top of the sundae on that.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
The Hornets were a very tough opponent for the Bulls in the 92-93 season. The Bulls won the season series, but it was close. It was 3-2.
Yeah, and Charlotte matched up really well with them, guys. It was very much a strength-on-strength situation. I mean, the Hornets had pieces in all the right places to take on the Bulls and give them trouble during that season.
Back to Bogues. Guarded by Paxson. Bogues backs down. Just 5 to shoot. Over Paxson. Bogues in among the big players. Hits the shot. Here's Jordan. Left side, Jordan. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
He knows his role. He embraces it. He's really a guy that you can go to offensively.
Steve, you were one of the fortunate few who played with Michael Jordan. How was he as a teammate?
Well, Clark, he was incredibly demanding. I mean, he was such a leader, and he drove everyone so hard in practice on a daily basis. And it was not easy. I mean, he would get on you if he didn't think you were bringing it. So he really forced everybody to lift the level of their game.
Free throw good, Jordan.
Michael Jordan impacted the game in so many ways, including in the fashion category. Remember the baggy shorts that eventually became popular? He was really the first guy to wear them.
Yeah, you know what? And he said it wasn't so much about fashion for him, but rather function, because it gave him a chance to hold the hem when he rested. I had not heard that, but I guess it makes sense. It also helped hide the UNC shorts he always wear under his Bulls uniform. So I see where he had a couple of reasons for those long shorts.
Morning backing down. No luck. Now Chicago takes it the other way. They've definitely hit that groove offensively.
They sure have, guys. I mean, really aggressive. And I like that posture and mindset. Stay aggressive.
Yeah. Steve, you like groove, don't you?
I do. I love groove, Kevin. And I love the attack mode this team is in, too. I mean, they're really getting into the paint. They're getting whatever they want offensively. Well, with all the scoring he did, Michael Jordan might not have gotten the credit he deserved as a passer. It wasn't a huge part of his game, but with all the double teaming that came his way, he would find his teammates, including me once in a while.
Newman, the pass to Gaddison. Passes to Newman. Looking to end the run. Gets it to go. He has 5.
Well, I know what it was like to play with Jordan, but Clark, what were your impressions of playing against him?
Well, I didn't have to go head-to-head with him too much, but I didn't hear him talk a whole lot. I knew he was extremely competitive and a big-time point producer, that's for sure. I didn't get the wrath of his trash talking, because by the time he was starting to do that on a regular basis, I was sitting courtside with the microphone.
And that one's good. Jordan's got 7 now in this quarter.
You know, it should be no surprise to any of us that Jordan has the highest scoring average in history, over 30 points per game.
Shoots. Curry can't get it to go.
Great defense there. You did not want Jordan guarding you. I mean, I think he may have been even better at that end of the court than on offense, and that's saying something. Remember, he made 9 All-NBA defensive first team.
And that one's good. Now it's a 7-point Bulls lead.
You know, next time he has that much space, he should just go straight up with it and leave the fadeaway at home. Park that fadeaway, take the shot that's available.
And the Hornets call time here. So for the Bulls, Bill Carter, he's checked in for Williams. Pippen comes in for McRae. And B.J. Armstrong has subbed in for John Paxson. The Hornets also changing it up. Johnson, he's checked in for Gaddison. Wingate comes in for Newman. And Bennett subbed in for Bogues. Backing him down is Johnson. The fader. And the Hornets miss again.
And Jordan was no slouch as a rebounder. I mean, over 6 per game was his career average.
Now, B.J. Armstrong went to work in the Bulls front office upon retirement, but he's since gone into the agent business. In fact, he represents Derrick Rose.
And, you know, for B.J. Armstrong, it's about trying to help younger players, whether it's on the court or off the court. I think that's one of his great qualities, the fact that he wants to see young players succeed.
Fades away. And that one's good.
He has so much offensive imagination. Always seems like he's ready to try something new.
Here's Jordan. Basket good. Jordan's got 15 points.
He's put on an offensive clinic. They've got to deny him the ball.
Yeah, and if that fails, then double him, Steve. I mean, they can't allow him to continue to hurt him like this.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. We'll see you in just a moment, live here from Chicago. now the third quarter about to get going.
For Jordan, the 92-93 season capped off 7 straight scoring titles and 3 straight NBA championships. Just amazing success. And then he shocked the basketball world by deciding to retire prior to the next season.
They've got B.J. Armstrong. Cartwright is out there with Grant, and it's Michael Jordan, and it's Pippen in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Armstrong is whistled for reaching in. That's his first foul. Here's Johnson. He's covered by Grant. And they call goaltending. They'll give him the bucket.
Someone has to be willing to throw themselves in there, contest the layup.
Here's Jordan. He's covered by Gill. No good from Jordan. And for Michael Jordan, you know, you were talking about that, Steve. When he retired, he said he had lost his passion for the game. And he played a lot of it, certainly. 3 straight finals, lost the Dream Team in summer of '92. I'm sure Clarkie was both physically and mentally exhausted.
Yeah, I think so. And then the other part of the equation for him was he admitted that the tragic passing of his father earlier that year was a pretty significant factor as well. I mean, Jordan decided to pursue a career in baseball for a few years. It had been a dream of his dad's that he'd play in the majors, and I think it was a break that he needed from basketball, but also to try to fulfill that dream that his dad had, especially on the heels of his dad passing so tragic.
Got it. Good job on the low post. Jordan's got 17 now.
Boy, he's been so dependable here this game, really playing well offensively.
Bogues against Armstrong. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Great lob, great catch, perfect execution on the alley-oop.
And not just with any old finish either. The big stuff.
Yeah, little something for everybody, Kevin. Larry Johnson was just an absolute force when he entered the league. Hit the ground running in 1991-92, averaged 20 points and 11 boards.
Pippen dishes to Grant. Johnson's there. Goes up, and Scottie Pippen the bucket on the assist by Grant. He's got 10. Hornets trail by 7. Back to LJ, back to Larry Johnson. These Hornets took him #1 overall. He gave them just what they needed. Very, very tough score.
Not only a tough physical presence, but tough-minded as well. Even though he was undersized, guys, he was terrific on the offensive glass and was an absolute beast down low, despite being only 6'5".
Offensive rebound. Pass to Cartwright. Right side, Jordan. Over Bogues. That doesn't go either for Jordan.
Well, they are getting out-rebounded here, and it's showing up on the scoreboard as well.
Yeah, it's something they're going to have to improve upon if they're going to win this game.
Johnson can't hit.
And Bill Cartwright, acquired by the Bulls from the Knicks in exchange for Charles Oakley. That was not a very popular trade with Michael Jordan. Oakley and Jordan were very close. Jordan not happy when that trade was made, but Cartwright became a very good player for Chicago.
Yeah, he really did, and you're right. Jordan did have issues with that trade just because of his closeness and with Charles Oakley and fondness for him. Injuries had slowed Cartwright down a bit, but at the end of the day, Jordan wanted to win, and Bill Cartwright was instrumental in them being a championship team. Points in the paint have been the main course, or main entree, if you will. They just keep pounding it inside.
Now they're seeing no resistance defensively in the paint area, so the defense has got to be tougher.
Chicago foul call. Scottie
And some changes for Chicago. Bill Purdue's checked in for Cartwright, and it's Williams in for Horace Grant. Newman's checked in for the Hornets. Bennett comes in for Bogues. Here's Bennett. He's covered by Armstrong. Jordan against Gill.
Well, this is more or less a home game for Gill. He didn't grow up too far from Chicago, right down the road in Olympia Fields.
You know, there's another good example, guys, of Michael Jordan's crazy athleticism. Could he ever elevate?
1:19 left in the third quarter of the game. Hornets trail by 9. Here's Bennett. Jordan against Gill. Over Jordan. Gill misses.
You know, not really a significant margin in terms of them rebounding, but enough to get the job done.
Yeah, I mean, it's helping them get the lead. And if they can continue to rebound like this, I think they're going to be in pretty good shape.
Gets it to go. He's got 7.
Nice soft touch to drop that one in.
Outside Pippen. Hits the three-point bomb. And the Bulls lead by 10. Here's Bennett. He's covered by Armstrong. Here's Gill. That one falls short.
Boy, surprised to see that one stay out.
Me too, Steve. I mean, those are ones that usually go down for sure.
Here's Pippen. Pippen using his length to execute the finger roll.
Finger roll. That's pure style, guys. I like that.
From about 16, here's Johnson. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Nice time to use that foul to stop the layup.
You know, if you can save just 1 point, that foul was the right move.
First free throw is good. Both teams will make substitutions. And both free throws good for Johnson. Here's Paxson. McRae, and that's not going to go. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. What a game we're seeing from Michael Jordan.
Well, it's the concentration defensively, the anticipation, the quick hands. He's really been a force, a disruptive player today.
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. Disruptive, and he really forces you to pay attention to him at all times. You can't be looking around and not protecting the ball when he's around.
Bulls lead by 10. Here's Bose.
I got to give it up to Muggsy. I mean, standing as small as he did, he just was so effective out there and a great defensive player.
You know what? Even as a bigger guy myself, you've got to have tremendous respect for Muggsy. I mean, he was so strong for his size that his height almost was an afterthought.
On the court for the Hornets, Curry is out there with Bogues. Then it's Newman. Then there's Gaddison. And it's Johnson in at the 4-man position. Another shot. That shot's good from Gaddison.
3 straight buckets in the paint. They're making it look effortless.
Well, speaking of effortless, you'd like to see a little more out of the defense. So how about trying, guys?
Then for 3. Gets it to go. And the Bulls lead by 14.
Yeah, you can tell they're getting frustrated defensively out here. All these three-pointers falling.
Yeah, Steve, they're ready to throw their hands up. You can see it. The frustration is very visible. I mean, when you spread the floor and shoot the 3 the way they've done here in the second half, it's really hard to defend.
Paxson kicks to Pippen.
Rodney McRae was a very stingy defender, twice making the NBA's all-defensive team.
6 on the shot clock. Williams, a screen on Curry. For three. A rebound by Larry Johnson. Hornets trail by 12. And here's Bogues. Here's Gaddison. He's covered by Grant. Newman. Good work defensively by Pippen.
Hey, the defense was right there, just waiting, doing a nice job of anticipating that play.
Steve, every team needs tough interior defense to be successful.
And here we go. Here's Curry. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Here's Paxson. It's Pippen on the wing. Right side, Pippen. The pass to Paxson. From downtown, the shot's good on the assist by Pippen.
Paxson, a dangerous long-range shooter, made some big shots for this Bulls team over the years. Now, Muggsy Bogues played at powerhouse Dunbar High in Baltimore, played alongside 3 future NBA players, including his Hornets teammate David Wingate. That team was ranked first in the nation at Dunbar, undefeated in Muggsy's junior and senior seasons.
Chicago making some changes. Phil Purdue's checked in for Williams. Jordan comes in for McCray. And B.J. Armstrong has subbed in for John Paxson. The Hornets also changing it up. Morning's checked in for Gaddison. Green comes in for Johnson. And it's Gill in for Newman. Here's Bogues. Fires top of the key. Count the bucket.
You know, you mentioned that high school team that Muggsy Bogues played on, Steve. I mean, despite 4 future NBA players, Bogues was the MVP of that high school team. He also won a gold medal for the U.S. national team in 1986 and had a really good pro career, but also a distinguished amateur career. Playing alongside Jordan, probably the greatest player ever, Scottie Pippen might not have gotten all the credit he deserved. I mean, he was the perfect number 2 guy on those Bull teams. Someone who turned a great team into an absolute dynasty.
Well, they were perfect complements to each other, Clark. Pippen was the distributor on offense, the rebounder, the defender. Jordan, obviously, the scorer and the finisher. But their styles really complemented each other. And together, they formed one of the great defensive tandems on the perimeter in NBA history.
On the clock. Tries a 3, and that one's good. Bogues has got 7 points for the quarter.
Nice finish there. Score one for the little guys, Muggsy.
Time called here, and the Bulls decide to talk it over. They're leading by 11. We've got 1:48 left in the game. Bill Cartwright, he's checked in for Chicago. And the Hornets making a change here as well. Johnson's checked in. We've got 1:48 left to play here in the 4th. Here's Jordan. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Jordan's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Kevin, these Hornets were somewhat of an unbalanced team. I mean, they had a very young front court, but a backcourt stocked with veterans.
And if you are going to be unbalanced, and that's the way you'd want to do it, with players like Bogues at the point and Gill at the 2 guard, guiding the young guys up front. I mean, that was an incredibly gifted team.
And Mourning throws it down.
Well, that's the way to corral that rebound and then go back up with force. Make them feel you.
Yeah, you know, Clark, the work he does on the offensive glass has always been so impressive.
Now, that might be where he's most valuable to this team.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, this club's well on its way to victory. Beautiful offensive execution.
Yeah, I like the fact it was wire to wire too, guys. A fantastic job for them.
Shooting for Chicago. Michael Jordan. Shooting.
The and one is good, so a 3-point play that time. Hornets trail by 14. Now here's Bogues. Mourning. He is guarded by Cartwright. Pulls it up. Mourning's shot is good.
Guys, he's really shot the ball well. It's definitely not his fault they find themselves trailing in this one.
No good from Jordan. And here we go with Muggsy Bogues. He passes to Gill. Michael Jordan grabs the miss.
Terrific defense at the rim. They got right in his path.
You know, that's part of what great defenders do. They get not only in your path, but in your head a little bit, too.
He's covered by Gill. Here's Jordan. Sticks it from 17 feet. Jordan's got 31.
Well, they're just trying to run clock now. I mean, this thing is pretty much over.
Yeah, there's nothing but the result to be determined. So it's time to start thinking about the next game now.
Mourning can't make it work. And here's Armstrong. Blocked. Tries to save it. Out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Eight seconds left to play in the final quarter. Shoots a fader. Jordan with the bucket. And the Bulls lead by 16.
Nice offensive play there, and this one's pretty much in the books, guys.
Yeah, I agree. You know what? It was a very good showing from them to come away with the win. I was very impressed.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin.
Yeah, they protected their home court against the Charlotte Hornets. No surprise there. Repeat NBA champs.
And they're always tough on their home floor. The Hornets gave it their all, but came up short.
Well, that'll do it for us for now, and the look at the incomparable Michael Jordan. For Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching the NBA's greatest on 2K Sports.